If you're currently on the UK skilled worker visa or you're planning to apply for the tier 2 visa, then you need to watch this video. And some of the information I'll be sharing with you in this video is definitely going to help you make some critical decisions while you're on a skilled worker visa. Decisions around bringing your family into the UK, trying to change an employer, probably you want to switch from one employer to another. So you need to ensure you have adequate information that I'll be sharing with you in this video as regards skilled worker visa. I got to know about some of this information just 2 days ago when a friend of mine called to seek counsel as regards switching his employer, and I decided to go on gov.uk and I came across some of this information. I felt it's important for me to share with you guys, especially if you're on a skilled work visa, so you are aware of this information before making that sensitive decision. So if this is something that interests you, don't go anywhere, keep watching to the end. And if you're coming across my channel for the first time, please hit the subscribe button and click on the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I upload a new video. So without further ado, let's get right into it. If you get a job offer with a medium or a large organization, it costs this organization £5,000 to sponsor you on a skilled worker visa for 5 years. Yes, that's how much it costs many of those large organizations. But if you're working for charity organizations or small organizations, it costs them £1,820 to sponsor you on a skilled worker visa for 5 years. Now, let me just give you a back, knowledge on what this is all about. Now, for an employer who currently has been licensed by the UK Home Office to sponsor either international applicants or someone who is in the UK but require a work visa, they need to pay what is called immigration skills charge. Now, you must pay the immigration skills charge if you're applying for a visa from outside the UK to work in the UK for 6 months or more, or inside the UK for any length of time. Now, if you're trying to move to the UK and you get an organization who is going to sponsor you, I know it costs them quite an amount of money, but I never knew it's as high as £5,000, to be able to sponsor an individual into the United Kingdom. Now, this is quite a lot for many organizations, to be honest. It's quite a lot, but the sincere truth is what they need to do if they find you worthy. That's why I tell many of my viewers and those on my one-to-one session that for an organization to sponsor you or willing to sponsor you, then they must be able to see that you are going to bring ROI, return on investment, to them. Because if I'm sponsoring you and I'm paying £5,000 to the UK government just to sponsor a single worker for 5 years, just imagine how much it's going to cost them to sponsor if they need 100 individuals. So for them to sponsor you, you definitely need to show them that you've got the required skill, and you're just an investment that they are willing to push in their resources into. I wanted to change his sponsor, not because the sponsor wasn't good, but he got a better offer with another sponsor, with another organization that is willing to sponsor him. And because he had not worked with this organization for more than 1 year, he was trying to get adequate information on how we can go about this. And we discovered that even if you're changing your job role in one organization, you have to get a new COS from your employer. Now, this is what I mean. Now, for instance, if you're currently work as, let's say, a data analyst with an organization, and probably after a few months or 2 years or a few years, you're able to build your skill set in another job role, and you're probably trying to switch your job role from being a data analyst to, let's say, a digital marketer. Now, if those two job roles you're switching to have different occupation code, then your employer has to give you a new COS, and you also need to apply for a new visa. Now, this also affects the organization. If an organization is giving you a new COS and the new COS they're giving you, goes beyond the duration of a previous visa, they are also going to pay additional fee to the UK Home Office for the immigration skill charge. So it's really cost a lot for many organizations when it comes to sponsoring individuals. And as you can see on the screen, for the first 12 months, for small and charitable organizations or sponsors, they pay £364 for the first 12 months, while for medium and large sponsors, they pay £1,000 for the first 12 months. And if you're going to get additional 6 months, they pay half of the amount, just as you can see on the screen. That's to you how much it really costs many of this employer to sponsor individuals in or outside the United Kingdom. Now, another thing I want to say is before you decide to change sponsor, or you're not happy with the organization you currently work with and you're trying to get another organization to work for, it's important for you to ensure that you read the conditions on your contract very well, to be honest. My friend never knew this, but when I decided to go through his contract so that we are sure he's making the right decision, because if you lose your current employer and your new employer can't take you in because of some reasons, then you have to leave the United Kingdom because you have no visa to keep you in the country. So when we went through the contract, it's clearly stated on the contract that he has to work for at least 18 months. Then after 18 months, if he wants to leave, he needs to give 2 months notice before he can leave. However, it's just on his 13th month, so he definitely can't leave the organization. He has to contact the new employer if they are willing to wait for another, that's 18 plus 2, that's 24, that's 7 months before it starts, which I doubt. We're still waiting for a response from the organization. Or, if it breaks the agreement, there's a cost implication that comes with it. So it really just depends on the kind of condition you have with your employer. I know a friend of mine also who currently work with one of the big fours in London, and he recently changed his employer after working for the organization for just 6 months, and the condition on this contract just says he needs to give them 2 month notice before leaving. There's no contract binding him for a particular period before he can leave. So if you're planning to change your sponsor, please, before you accept the offer with the new organization, ensure you read through your contract so you are sure that you're not going against the contract of employment you signed with the organization. So this is very, very important. And I also need to share this also, for those people who are planning to, get into certain organizations, and it's important for you to know that if you're trying to get a skilled worker visa and you're not sure of what field you should be working towards, one thing is, for the United Kingdom, there are statistics that you can always walk around with, and one of which I'm going to share with you is if you watch one of my previous videos when I talked about the skilled worker visa, how the organizations that issue the largest number of COS. Now, these are kind of organizations that you may want to target if you're trying to get a job on a skilled worker visa. I tell people, don't just apply to organizations. Be intentional about the kind of organization you're applying to. When I was trying to get my job before my graduation, I was really intentional, to be honest. I focused on a particular sector that I was interested in, and every organization I applied to was in that particular sector. So it gives me direction on what to prepare for when it comes for my interview and also for my job application. Now, if you check what's on the screen right now, in the industry that has the largest number of, or the highest number of companies, is IT. So honestly, guys, the IT is the future, to be honest with you guys. Opportunities in the UK are getting so large for data architects, data analysts, data warehouse developers, software developers, digital marketer, and many other IT related professions. So guys, if you're really looking for a space to flourish in the UK, they want to check out IT. Now, IT has over 4,000 companies in the United Kingdom. Another industry that is topping the chart is retail. They have over 2,714. Manufacturing, management, hospitality, HR and admin, engineering. These are the top industries in the United Kingdom that has the highest number of organizations. So if you're looking for sponsorship, if you're trying to apply for any job role in the UK, you want to focus on some of the industries I just mentioned, and trust me guys, you would definitely be glad you did. So if you find this video useful, also please click on the like button. If you have any question, please state in the comment section, and if you're coming across my channel for the very first time, please click on the subscribe button to join the amazing growing family. And my returning subscribers, you guys are amazing. Thank you for being here. So this will be the end of this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you.